No matter the venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Mr. Tubins would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How's that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Guys, let's chat about Florida. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, and a really good job by the QB understanding it. Seeing the running back, wait for him to break. He runs the angle route, breaks inside, throws it right in front of him. Nice touch by the QB, Palmer.
Yeah, it's really important to have that touch too, David, because you got to remember, these running backs, yeah, they've got good hands, but they're not stud wide receivers, so the location of the throw has to be good. And also, you got to put a little bit of touch on it and make it easy for him. If you make it easy, he'll make the catch and get you the first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Using his legs, hits ball. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
And this defense is so athletic in their front seven. They're able to fight off the blocks on that third down screen play, make the tackle. Now it's setting up fourth down.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators. Just playing in that rivalry, you know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
Line getting set on second down. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's dealt. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They want to go for back-to-back scores. They're lining up for the onside kick. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
With the catch, it's Wilson. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Surging forward on the sneak. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Georgia. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Auburn. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go through.
Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. We used him twice in that loss a week ago. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wide receiver. Going right to work up top. Looking down the middle. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up.
Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Big guy smells it, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's dealt. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Frazier.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. The short hands. It's Thomas. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Bust through behind his pad.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
And the Gators are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Trying to run it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Bell. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Clark. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they got the running back out on a route one-on-one. He's got to do a better job separating, though. Just not a good enough route so that when he caught it, he got tackled right away for a gain of no yards.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Quarterback adapting. He's got an open man. Off to the races to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 10 over Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Stockton. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. But I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Dances away to buy time. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Frazier.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Evans. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted, tip drill's alive. Trying to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Frazier. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Got a man. It's Dawgs. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty.
Ready? 3:25.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you...
Touchdown, Dawgs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Rushes on him, and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Hunt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job of gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
To the air, it's Stockton. Might be looking to run. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught close to the marker, it's French. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Going to get the first down.
Georgia going up tempo. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Gators just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Flagway. Still looking on the move. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. Knocked down for the tackle.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
And the Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight him.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Auburn. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? They'll immediately call timeout. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Brown. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gators line up to punt it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Wants to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. All alone, he's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Caught in the backfield, it's dealt. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
On the run, it's Jackson. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll try to get it through the air. On the run, still looking. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately
breaks into the open. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He'll get rid of it. Got a wide open receiver. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you have 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Working that left side now. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll go back to the ground. Touchdown, Dawgs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Auburn. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him.